everybody to their stream. Being up the if you look at the thumbnail, this space needs to get tidy for the next phase, and in order to do that, we're going to put the panel on here. Yeah, I'm just weird about this one cord. This one cord's freaking me out, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So first things first, putting this on because we're going to be moving this at least temporarily, and has these three things. I'm getting fingerprints all over this. Kind of want to wipe those off. Feel a little silly doing that because normally, you know, it's like, does that really matter? Okay, well, but I'll just do this to I think honestly this is I mean, it's a visibility thing. I guess like if I'm going to take pictures for selling this thing, then I'm going to want to I think there's still fingerprints on it. Maybe those are on the outside, I don't know. But yeah, if I'm going to take photos, then I'm going to want to very confused. Well, now I've got fingerprints on it again. I guess that's the outside, though. I would assume. Hard for me to see. This goes like this, apparently, but this is odd. I wonder if this maybe should be on the other side. Very confused about how to put this panel in. It could go this way. Oh, okay, it does go this way, I think. Interesting. Okay. Just clicked into place. Uh-oh. It has this one thing, this one screw. So, well, that does screw in. I think I am going to take this screwdriver and give y'all some more light. Boom. Just screwing this in makes me feel like, I'm like, what else did I not tighten? I don't know if that screws all the way in. That certainly has some room to go. And let's see if that other one does too. I don't know how much I really did this, how much I really screwed those in when I put them on. Could look at this, the older stream and find out, but this is not light. Okay, it's ready to be moved. I'm going to be moving this. And this has been such an odd project because it's the biggest project I've done in a while in terms of like physical like a physical space component. And so just looking at the bottom, these drive bays I took out, so, and they didn't put them back in. And I don't know. I guess I might end up putting them back in, but there didn't really seem to be much of a point besides heat sinking. Yeah, this is the biggest project I've done in a while, and because of that, with hardware stuff, the bigger the project, the more space it takes up, right? The dimensions of this computer are what, I don't know, like 22 or something by 22 by like 9, I don't know. By something else, by a height of maybe 22. So it's not light. It's not the lightest case. It's not what we were going for. Huh. It looks well done. Okay, so I am just figuring out what to. Really, this is all just like, this is just hanging. So if anyone has questions, because mostly what I'm doing is just tidying up, which admittedly, like, there's not good resources for on there's just not good resources for like hardware organization and tidying and stuff. I do want to put these together. I'm trying to remember how they hook. That feels, I mean, that does hook in, but the bays are not flush. What about the other way? Okay, they're flush now. That's actually really easy. I'm kind of like, oh, maybe I should just put them back in the case. I'm just putting them next to the case. I have another table over there that I'm working with. These clamps I did not end up using. I forgot why I pulled them out. Maybe probably to secure something. Zip ties I also didn't use. Wire cutters. I probably use these to cut zip ties. This is getting ahead of myself. This is to attach the second graphics card to the display. It's a display port thing. I'm going to put that over by the case. I don't really know how connecting two graphics cards works, so that's going to hang by the case now. And then this will as well. This is the I mean, it's a Wi-Fi 2 motherboard. Sorry, I was just making sure that this was on camera. It's a Wi-Fi board, so this is the Wi-Fi part. And I'm going to test that to make sure that the user will have Wi-Fi bubble wrap that I use to put under the motherboard when I put the I/O shield on. This is just a bunch of screws and fasteners and, I don't know, grommets and, I do wonder about these little stands, because there was 2 on there. I wonder if there should be a third, or something, because to make the PSU sit better. I think this was also part of the case. Yeah. Okay, these PCIe things for the case. This is an extender. It goes in this toolbox. This tripped me up last time too. Oh, that's a socket. What's weird is this socket isn't... I don't know where this came from. Like, it was in this case though, so I guess I'm gonna leave it in that case. These sockets go here. I don't know where that is. There's a few of these over here. Let's get everything in the same space, I guess. Endless tools. Endless tools. All right, all these fasteners are just gonna go. They came in a bag. I'm just gonna put them back in this box. I don't really know what these little plastic spacers are for. I kind of want to I don't know, there's just like, it's crazy how many parts there are that I don't know what they're for. Like, in the build is essentially done. But all in good time. All right, so I'm going to put all these back in here. This is actually a tool, this little socket that we used to connect the motherboard standoffs. It's a little socket that you drive with a Phillips head screwdriver. And then there's this other socket. It's the same size as that. What is it, 16th? Something like that. Oh, because I didn't know that I had that one. These. Okay, this might be where drives are at. I imagine I took those out of the case as well. So I guess I'll put those over with those. And these, I think I took off the case, but I don't remember where I took them off from right now. Somewhere in the stream it showed. I'm just taking all this case stuff and putting it over by the case. Actually, maybe I will put it in the box. Put everything back where it goes. This is where I think it goes. I don't know how much Tetris I should play right now. How much I should just get this stuff out of the way. Usually go for like a middle, you know, you want things to be organized, but aiming for perfection when you're trying to get something done fairly quickly is not the best, in my humble experience. This is a grounding thing. Okay, so these tools all go in the same thing. This came with something, and I'm trying to remember what. I want to say this came with a hard drive. It's a little screwdriver. I think everything's just going to go in the case box. I guess I could also put this in the hard drive box. Did I even have a hard drive box? Like, I feel like I had a hard drive bag, but not a hard drive box. So this is the type of thing that I would normally label, which I am going to do now. I'm going to do a very, I can't think of labels that I have that are good for this, so I'm just going to write hard drive, and hard drive I'm putting nvme because that's what it is. Screwdriver. And the reason that I'm labeling it is because, oh man, just if everything can have labels, that makes life way easier. Especially when you're working with other people, or if you don't know if like it's going to be other people. So I'm just wrapping that screwdriver in that piece of paper. I'm going to put it in with this box because I don't have another box for it. This came with the motherboard. I'm nearly positive. I don't even remember what it is. Asus part number. It has an Asus part number. So I'm going to go put that with the Asus box for now. Aha. Just found something. Something that I want to return, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Just find out. It's the 3/16 thing. I don't know if I kept a receipt. Hopefully I have one. So silly. Just kind of like a note. You just learn to do like a more thorough unboxing, or I'm learning to do that. Because this was a bag of screws. It's just trash. Yeah, if I did a more thorough unboxing, I wouldn't have got that. A lot of this stuff's just trash. Like this. Too much stuff. This actually goes with all this stuff. I don't know how this fits. I guess because some of that stuff went in the case. That's how that fits. Graphics card bag. All the bags and whatnot, like containers that I'm not using that are empty, I am going to put aside. Lian Li manual. I'm going to put aside in case I need them. I think like there's sort of different phases of like throwing things away. And so I don't know, if I were to call this phase 1, mostly what's the only things getting thrown away right now are like things that are very clearly trash. And like things that I have any sort of apprehension about, those will get, those I'm going to hang on to because they might come in handy, even if it's just something as simple as like reading a label, like the SSD, like if I need to know some weird detail from some hardware. I just want to, you know, I want to be able to have the label, not like, oh, darn, I threw it out. Stuff like doesn't really take up much space. It's kind of silly to keep it, but I'd rather throw it out in a later phase. I'm almost done here. I think anyway. Those are just words. These are all part of the same sort of set. So, I mean, you know, all this stuff I use. This is a screwdriver, and these are multiple Phillips head bits. This is a box cutter. This is some sort of, what are these called? Pliers, whatever they're called. These are nose pliers, and these are tiny screwdrivers. One's Phillips and one's flathead. And you know, a lot of this stuff is just like stuff that I just used once, but I didn't notice again, so I didn't put it away. But this is a phase of putting things away. So one of these doesn't fit in the case very well. It's pretty annoying. Maybe I just don't know how to do it. It's the it's that thing I didn't understand, those pliers. I meant to write another thing. I'll write it right now. Let's see. Off screen, putting something away. Whenever on the other one, I liked it. Checking chat. It's like, we'll respond to chat. Will respond to chat. This kind of sounds silly. And it's too small, but I think it, I don't know, I think it's, yeah, it's good to have a visual thing for when I'm off the screen. Okay, that we're going to call done this. So yeah, these are just a bunch of drivers and bits. That's an anti-static thing that you wrap around your wrist to keep yourself from shocking the keyboard, and this is just a little measuring stick, centimeters and inches and millimeters that I did use some. I think mostly to explain things to y'all. So I'm just putting all of that over there for now. And what else? Like what? Here's this measuring tape. Tweezers, isopropyl alcohol. A little isopropyl alcohol, this thing, so you can distribute it in very small amounts. There's like a, not like a needle type hose there. These are just tweezers. Here's what I use that stuff for. It's pretty early on, maybe in the teens on the playlist in terms of the stream. Okay. Okay. Lots of, all this stuff over here can be better organized too, so. But yeah, no. No. Don't know what I'm going to be streaming. This is the thermal paste. I don't know what that came with. Honestly, I feel like it came with the case. Don't feel like I got it with the motherboard. Yeah, I've got some. So much improving to do. So much to do. For now, I can put this here. Are you running over there? Paper clip that I use to test the PSU. And do I need an anti for anything? I don't know, so I think no. Another anti-static bag. I think that's about it, team. Probably shut down the stream here in a minute. Final stuff. I don't know what I used that highlighter for. Oh, come on. This, I had to flash the flash drive. I had to flash some BIOS stuff. Oh, well, I didn't have to, but that's before I realized that I had to plug something into the GPU for it to be correct. I run out of space at my second table because of my own silliness. Much more tidying and cleaning to do. What's that about? Okay, something popped on my screen. It was weird. Okay. Huh. Female port inputs. Ah, yes. It's interesting to like find notes that I wrote to myself that are like something that I didn't know at the time, and then now I learned it, and the note seems like silly or something. Okay, I think that's it. The table is clean for the next thing. So, well, every time I say that, I see something. This, I'm annoyed because I don't know if it's I don't know if it's conductive. I don't think it is. It's just like when I searched, oh, like conductive, you know, are work mats conductive? It said, sometimes. Like, what? Why? I mean, it's anti-static. Why would it be conductive? But yeah, this is. I didn't really end up using it. I thought I needed it. I didn't. I do need it for a phone fixing project that I might do. So, where can I put it where it won't be a nuisance? The answer is not really anywhere. Oh no, this is such a stupid game of Tetris I'm playing. At least it feels that way. But what, was I gonna not? Was I gonna not stream and tidy? Come on. Sometimes stream makes everything better. All right. You didn't miss much with what I just did. Okay, we are mostly ready for the next build, or the next thing rather, which is going to be configuring the BIOS. I just need to get a screen and maybe an additional mouse. I guess we can do that right now. Yeah, all right. So I'm just writing notes to myself. So next is going to be need a monitor, another mouse. I'll do another keyboard, right? Mouse, keyboard, because I kind of wonder if I could use a laptop monitor as a monitor. I'm kind of curious about that. I'll just write a little laptop question mark. I don't think I need to. I think I have something else, but maybe. I'm just writing down what I need for configuring the BIOS in order to configure the BIOS and stream to y'all while I configure the BIOS. The BIOS. Yeah, monitor, mouse, keyboard. I think that's it. Yeah. So is there anything else? You might see this. So this over here. Uh-oh. All right, having some technical difficulty. Trying to see if my fingers point at the right thing. You'll see there's a monitor, like in the screen, where you can see. There's that monitor over there. It's next to the pink thing. Yeah, I'm pointing at it. Well, I was. I think the stream's delaying a little bit. It's that little black sort of rectangular thing in the corner of your screen, top right corner of the screen, where that's a monitor that I got used, but it doesn't work. Like, it powers on, but it doesn't find anything. It is Asus. I don't know how monitors work, and I haven't had time to research it. I wonder if it's like a BIOS thing, or I really have no idea. But it's like, if it powers on and the screen like says like no signal or whatever, I would want to get it to work. That would be great. But I've kind of in the pile of things that I don't want to deal with anymore for the time being. But I don't know if some people had some leads on how to fix that. That might be cool. So if you have leads, put that in the comments. What else? I think that's it. I'm going to shut down the screen. I think I'm going to shut down the screen, right? The next time that you see me, we'll either be setting up for checking the BIOS or checking the BIOS. So thanks for tuning in. Check out the playlist that's on my channel if you want to see this whole build. And subscribe if you want to see questions. Thanks, guys, and everyone.